Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, perfectly.
I'll try hard. Dear family and friends, here we are gathered together, although in a virtual fashion, but still undaunted by the virus, to celebrate the miracle of this mere person who happened to live for 100 years. It makes me mindful of the vagaries of life and how I got here and how we together can bring some meaning to it all. This party, across the miles, will be a joint effort at togetherness, minus the joy of a grab bag game to light our spirits, although I will admit my closet is full of tchotchkes, which we will have to play some other day. However, let's seize the moment and join with me in this unique gathering by remembering the special people who have passed and invite them to this remarkable celebration by lighting a candle. Let their presence enhance the event. Shalom, my dear ones. Let the festivities begin.
Nice.
So I have a couple of technical points. If you all got the program in the email, you know that we're going to be lighting candles. Everyone can light a candle and make a tribute, or actually Gabe had suggested some birthdays people kind of play a trivia game so that you can a recollection of Bubby or of someone else, or you can make a dedication. So that'll take a while. Everybody will have a chance, and then we'll sing the birthday song. And then we're going to break up into smaller groups for partying, although we've been doing pretty good about talking together. So let's start with the candle lighting. Ma, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
This is remembering Joe, my husband, a delightful, witty, kind, loving, amazing person. Come in, Joe, enjoy the party.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think the Israelis go next. Initially, we were going to do this by the seniority of the three children. And so Alyssa represents Ellen as Ellen's oldest child. But anybody who's with her should also go.
She's this one.
Alyssa, are you ready?
Lives in Israel.
Yes.
She's in Israel.
I actually wrote something down, so I'm just gonna read it. Bubby, today we gather to honor and celebrate you, the matriarch of our family. For each of us, you hold a special place in our hearts as mom, aunt, mother-in-law, friend, colleague, great-grandmother, or as in my case, Bubby. Today, I light our candle to honor and celebrate the woman who has been to me and my family a lifetime of open arms. You have filled my life with love, acceptance, intelligence, curiosity, art, politics, humor, camaraderie, laughter, tears, knitted goods, bagels and lox, creamed herring, and in my darkest hours, as we both grieved over the loss of my mom, you have been a rock for me and have often forced me to remember that there is always light. I consider myself one of the luckiest people in the world to have had the kind of unconditional and unending love that you have given to me over the years. I like to think that we have a special relationship, but then I know one of your gifts is in making each of us feel that way. You are able to connect with every person in a way that makes them feel that they are the center of the universe, and that is just one of your many talents. You are my role model because I know that your life has not always been easy, but you have always picked yourself up and improved your life, and you have not been bitter or accusing or defeated. You have instilled in me a belief that with love, strength, determination, and kindness, we can overcome all obstacles put in our way. You are my Wonder Woman. Happy, happy birthday from us. Love you to the moon and back.
And notice that Moore is in there, but he's at an army base in the middle of nowhere and got special permission to join in the Zoom with us.
How lovely.
Say hi, Moore. There we go.
So touching.
That was well said, wasn't that beautiful?
I'm overwhelmed.
Happy birthday, Bubby.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Good to see you more.
Yeah.
This is more.
That's
Okay,
more.
anybody else from Israel?
Israel.
Liam, say something.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
Happy birthday will do.
Happy birthday, Bubby. I love you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Hmm.
My voice is going.
Okay, so I think it's my turn to light a candle. So,
Well, if you could speak up a little more.
Yeah, Phil, it's hard to hear you. Can you raise the volume, the output?
let's see, I can do this. I'm not sure how to get to my raising. Is that better?
Yes.
It is.
Okay, okay, so I'm gonna light my candle. I must say I'm kind of speechless after the montage, and I think a lot of us are. But anyway, I wanted to light this candle, Ma, in dedication to you on this amazing occasion. And a candle is a symbol of many things, but one of them is wisdom. And I dedicate this to the wisdom that my mother has manifested in her age. And it's wisdom that includes a great feeling of love for all of us. Those go together.
I'm,
Just a second, let me get you.
oh, okay. I'm going to invite to the party my parents, who I think never really got to know Lou and Joe as well as they could have, but I want them to be invited to the party. And also the Silvermans, Lizzie and Mike, Lou always invited them to the Seders and other family occasions. And they were pretty special. Yes, Shay?
Okay, so Sam, actually, was, Sam,
Yeah. He's a carpenter.
Oh, Dory.
Who's whispering?
Look at the screen. I'll talk to myself.
Well, if you're talking, you will. Actually,
Well,
you don't
yeah,
really
I'm
see
talking.
yourself. You don't really
You
get.
don't see myself?
Well,
Yes, you're on.
I
I am on?
Yeah, there
Oh,
you go.
okay. I am lighting this candle for my mom. And I just want to say, happy birthday. You are my role model. I love you.
Okay, Elise?
Alyssa said this, I'm sure a lot of people are going to say it also, but one of your amazing gifts is the ability to be with people and make them feel like they are the only ones who count. And you care about them so much that even when you really probably don't care about what they're doing, I have distinct recollections of your eagerly going downstairs to see what video games our kids were playing, and I'm sure you really couldn't have cared less. But you cared about what they cared about, and you made them feel very, very special because of it.
It's lovely.
Okay. So, the floor is open. If you know how to raise your hand, Elise, who's the co-host, or I may be able to spot it. But I'm actually going to try to go into full screen mode here so I can spot people. Oh, no. That's the gallery view.
If folks click on participant, you'll get a column off to the right and you'll see your name. If you go down to the bottom, it'll say more and you have an option to raise your hand, and then we won't miss you on the gallery view if you want to speak.
Sounds so technical.
Lee, Riva, how about if we start there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, happy birthday, Bubby. We're lighting this candle.
How do they get the candle?
In honor of your 100th birthday. And I was just saying that, wow, if Ellen could have seen this, I can't imagine a wider smile on anyone's face than her seeing what I'm looking at right now. So I'd like to invite Ellen to join us, and also Stacy's mother, Sharon. And thank you for all the love.
Oh, fine, son.
I will
We have a candle, a match.
inviting my mom to join us. I have a picture of
Oh,
you
no,
and my
you don't have to.
wedding
No, she's not letting me.
on my desk. That is such a symbol of your joy that you brought not just to our wedding, but to our life. And Lee and I talk about you all the time and how lucky I feel to know you and to be in this family, because I think Alyssa put it so beautifully. It's not easy, and you meet very, very few people in your life who have a way of making everybody feel that they're the most special person to you ever. And, such a gift. And I wish you many more birthdays, and we love you beyond. Love you more than words could ever say.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bubby.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Riva.
Hi. So, Bubby, first of all, I don't know. You guys are killing me because I can't stop crying. I've been just bawling ever since it started. But they're tears of joy, so let's start there. So, Bubby, I light this candle for you, for your ever-loving, ever-present light, because you are a constant light in my life. You bring me joy. You bring me happiness. You bring me laughs. Oh, my God, you make me laugh. You are hilarious. We have had so many fun times together with so many amazing memories. I am grateful to you for bringing my mom into this world, who in turn brought all four of us into this family. And we have been so blessed to have this entire family and you as our matriarch. And I am beyond grateful and I am beyond in love with you. And I feel like you are just the most amazing creature on the face of the earth. So I thank you and I love you. And I wish you the most amazing happy birthday. 100 years strong, 120, Bubby, 20 more.
If it's with you, it'll be heaven.
I love you, sweetheart.
Ed, Ed Flax?
Brent, if you guys would hit mute until it's your turn to talk, because we keep hearing you in the middle of the other people who are talking. So if you and Ellen will hit mute until you're up, that'd be great.
Hit mute.
I can take care of it.
You can take care. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I had to put my hand down.
Ed Lou, it's a delight to share a 100th birthday celebration with you and your entire family and friends. I could not be happier. Bless you, and may you have another 20 or 30 great years. Amen.
Always a helpful. Thank you.
Halavai.
Halavai.
Okay, I'm not getting a lot of hands of that technology. So if you want to speak, it's sort of, you can wave your hand. Okay, Brent, I'm recognizing you. Okay.
And then, and then there's a few, okay, Phil, we got a bunch of hands after him.
Okay, all right. Anyway, I'm trying to unmute Brent, but maybe you've muted yourself because it's not, I'm clicking the unmute and it's not doing it. All right, well, why don't we come back to you? Why don't you figure out what to do? So Elise,
Marcy?
could you pick the next person?
How about Marcy?
Okay. Yeah.
Unmute me. Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear whoever is talking.
Brent?
Okay, I'll go there.
Okay.
Oh, everybody who raised their hand is up at the top.
Cool.
Yeah.
Marcy, do you want to go?
Yeah.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes,
yes, you can hear me. Okay, awesome. Anyway, my name is Marcy Meyer. Probably none of you know me or remember me too much, but I am Millie and Max's daughter, one of them. There's four of us, Bob, Robbie, me, Lori, and Eileen, that when Marion and Max got married, they had us after Preston and Cookie and that whole group. And then when I was 12, we moved to California. But I have so many memories of Aunt Lou. Happy birthday, my dear. I honor you. And I also honor my mom and Aunt Bob. And from my memory, it's almost like you guys were triplets instead of twins, okay?
We were all born on the same day.
Absolutely, and the memories and the stories that my mother told us when we were growing up, we have those memories, even though we weren't in physical contact or communication a whole lot. But I did come out, I think, to New York in 84 or 85, and I remember visiting you, and you remembered me, and it was just lovely. And anyway, I honor you on your 100th birthday. I'll light this candle for those of the people that can't be here to be with us now. We love you.
Thank you.
And to my family, Preston will connect you with me if you want to connect. I'm not on social media except Instagram, but the rest of my sisters they're very active. But I love you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How does she fit in?
Okay, now Brent.
Noah?
Oh, is Noah here?
Okay.
How about yeah. Hey, Noah.
Hi, Bobby.
I know.
So I have to say, I think, I don't know that I can add to what people have said other than I think Alyssa wrote it perfectly what I think all of us are thinking right now. So I'm going to go ahead and light a candle in honor of exactly what's been said about how you've really, our entire lives have been shared with you. And that's certainly one of the amazing things with you turning 100 is how completely involved and completely a part of every one of our lives you've been. I don't know that any of us has had any major life events that you have not in one way or another been part of or related with. What I would have to say is thank you for sharing my life, and I imagine I'm speaking for all the rest of us as well.
Thank you, Noah.
Yeshe and crew, you want to go next?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Happy birthday, Bubby.
Thank you, yes.
So let me see if I can get everybody to come closer. All right, can you see us all? All right, so we each have a candle that we're going to light. So these candles represent the light that you, Bubby, are in our lives, which is luminous and beautiful. Yes, yeah, they'll have a chance. I am so excited to be celebrating your 100th birthday. And I also want to echo, I was just very moved by what I've heard my cousins and my brother speak as well. I think they really spoke for our whole generation. And I feel so grateful that I can share my family with you, that my children know you and love you and will always know you. And I think
and our children would know you. Maybe not.
Well, but they will know of her, certainly.
Yes.
And I think the light that this candle represents is also light that's passed down through the generations, that is timeless, as you are timeless. And as so much of who I am is because of you and what you've created on so many levels. From giving birth to my father to giving birth to a culture of warmth and love and dedication and open arms.
Thank you.
We love you, Bubby.
We love you, Bubby. Our children will know about you, and I hope you're still alive when we have children, and if we have children.
So in case you didn't hear that or understand that, she said, and our children will know about you.
Oh, great.
If we don't have children, then you still know.
What could be better?
Want my candle?
To regeneration, each generation.
Yeah.
Can I blow my candle?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bubby.
Kitty, will you go next? Kitty?
Oh, she's muted.
She was there.
She's talking. She's over here.
Oh, Kitty, unmute yourself.
There. Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
You just came in.
Yeah, well, I was unsuccessfully trying to light a match to light this candle, but it didn't light, so I will raise a glass. Most of you don't know me. I'm Winnie's sister, and it's a little strange for me to realize really that I barely knew Leona and Joe all these years, and until after Joe had passed away, and you started visiting when Winnie and Phil visited me and stayed at my house. And what a joy to get to know you. And you became almost immediately an important person on my horizon. And it was such a joy to have you in the house and to realize your boundless interest in everything, as many people have said. Also, I realized how much I must have missed by not really ever getting to know Joe. And so I wanted to, besides honoring you on your birthday, I wanted to invite in Joe with the wishes that I had gotten to know him when I had the chance.
Thank you. Oh, how nice.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Lou, I want to light this candle, my birthday hat, for my mother, Rose Nelson, who loved you and Joe so deeply and dearly. And I don't know if you ever really knew how important you were to her. She spoke so often and so fondly of the earlier days when you guys were kind of young and kids-like, all the way up to the moment she passed. You were always in her heart. And also, for me, with my perspective, with spots of shadows of darkness in the world, it's very, very inspiring for me to know that people like you, with great love, heart, and empathy in your heart, that there are such people, including you, and that gives me great hope for this world. So I think for me, you are just so important, not only for you and how much I've adored and loved you, but for what you represent and really the hope for the world. And not to be dramatic about it, but I think it's true. I think, as you said, a meager person, you're not a meager person. You are a light for all of us. And I think as each one has spoken about their own relationship, I think we all realize what you really represent for the hope of so much. And I think it is dramatic, and I think it's real, and I think it's important.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and you know, and I look, and when I, you know, when you see the media and the news and all of this, I come back to you many times, and I know there are so many people that have no fame, no fortune, but they're spokesperson for goodness and love and caring across this globe, from little tribes in the Outer Back to people wherever they may be. And thank you so much. And I don't even know that you know it, and that's why you're so beautiful, because you don't know it. You don't brag, you don't, you know, speak to it. People speak for you, about you, and to you, because you never do, and it's so beautiful to see and experience. I'm so lucky that the entire Richmond family has been in my life. You know, I tell Ellen, Phil and I, we were infants together, and I'm so thrilled that we've reconnected, and I'm hoping that will continue. I just adore you guys, your whole family and your spirit, each and every one of you, from Ellen, Sammy, Phil, the whole gang. Thanks so much.
I'd like to just add that Brent and his sister Nora, who's also here, their family has been connected to our family since before the turn of the last century, when they were in Europe. They actually knew each other before they knew English in America. So we go back a long time.
Amazing. Who was that?
That's Nora.
Nora, hi.
Hi, Lou. Hi, darling. So I knew Lou since I was born and Joe, but I was young and I just got to see how wonderful you were with my mother and how important you were with my mother. And then one day, this just magic happened and you and I were friends. And that has been wonderful. And you are an inspiration and I love you.
Same here. Thank you, dear.
Bill and Laura, do you want to go next?
Well,
Bill and Laura?
Hi, Lou.
Hi, darling.
Just wanted to say happy birthday
Thank
and tell you that I feel truly blessed to have known you these past 20 years. You've included us in your family with such warmth and love. It's truly remarkable. I want to say thank you. And also thank you for being my biggest fan.
I am.
And I want to invite my father, who I'm sure is here anyway. He would be here anyway, invited or not. He wouldn't miss this. But I want to thank him for introducing me to this truly special family. Thank you. I'm sending virtual hugs and kisses to all of you.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Lou.
Thank you, my darlings.
I'm gonna recognize Perry next. So Perry, I'm trying to unmute you, but I can't for some reason. Maybe you can unmute yourself. Okay, I'm gonna unmute everybody.
Bill. Is that better?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I just unmuted everybody, so let Perry talk.
Okay. I'm going to light this candle for you, Aunt Lou. And I love you. And I'm going to invite my sister, Rennie, who is with me all the time. You can't see her, but she's with me. And of course, my mom, she burst through, I'm sure, in the birth canal ahead of you to get out, but she's sitting quietly. She promised me she would today in the corner and listening and cheering on. And I want to thank you so much for those memories of our childhood where you were the Pearl Mester of the family. If we didn't have a big party at your house, we didn't have a holiday. And we have a collection of little animals. Here's one. All of us would trade them, and it was always looked forward to. And right up to the last year, you were able to do it except for the coronavirus. And I thank you for all those good times when sometimes Phil and I would sneak up to his room and he'd play something on the trombone for me and we'd talk. And it was just all afternoon or all night long. Thank you and Uncle Joe. And I love you. And Mel wants to say something too.
And Luke, I came on the scene much later than I would have liked. Now it's a privilege not only to know you, but your family. You are loved, and I can see every reason why. And I now have the privilege of wishing to be here for many more years to share the company with you as I would desire to do so. I wish you the very best. Happy birthday. Stay healthy.
Thank you so much, Mel. How lovely. And Rennie is in my heart.
Yes, she is. Thank you, Aunt Lou.
Sam just painted a picture of Rennie as a youngster. You've got to see.
Oh, I would love to see it. Absolutely. Come visit.
All right. Gabe and Shosh.
Make this slow to see our candle.
Gabe and Shosh. Phil, you might have to mute everybody because we keep losing the speaker view.
Yeah. If you want, you can mute everybody, and I'll mute myself again if that's easier.
We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for all of your moving sentiments. Mine will probably not be so moving, but I want to appreciate Bubby for how impressive she is, especially with technology. There's so many people who are half her age or less who just give up and they don't think they can figure it out. And even though she's mostly blind, Bubby, you're on the computer all the time. You're able to figure all this stuff out. And I think that's amazing. And so I want to light this phone candle for you. Oh. Bubby, you're the best. I love you.
All right, now blow it out, Bubby.
Is that Preston?
That's Preston. Trish and Josh. Trisha and Josh.
Hi.
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 Oh. Oh. And here. And Mom. Ellen.
And Alan.
Can't hear him.
This is the light you bring to everyone's life.
We can't really hear you.
Can't hear him.
Phil?
Yeah, Josh and Trisha, we can't really hear. I'm going to mute everybody, and then I'll try to unmute you guys. And if you can be closer to your screen.
This close?
That's pretty good.
You're golden.
All right, wait a minute.
We love you very much. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're
All right,
lighting
play it
this
again.
for.
What a family scene you make. Beautiful boys in back. Beautiful people in front. Thank you so much. What's that?
We love you, Bubby.
We can't hear you.
Okay.
Wait, we can hear Trisha just fine. Josh just needs to move closer.
He's not moving closer.
He does. He says he loves you very much, Bubby. And
okay. Great. I love him very much too.
He's welcoming in his mom, your husband, your sister, a cousin, everybody who you've lost that we all love.
Trish, back up a little bit. We hear you. That's kind of a good spot. Try it again.
Okay. It's better?
Yes, perfect. Stay put.
This is the first time we're using the
Oh, no.
Okay, we love you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Let's grab it while we can.
Exactly.
Let's see. Am I muted or can you hear me?
We can hear you.
You can hear me. I'm going next because no one's going to call on me.
You didn't raise your hand, Dee Dee.
I've been raising my hand for 20 minutes. Yes, I have. You haven't looked.
I want to hear you.
Okay, as long as you can hear me. So I want to express my love for Aunt Lou also and tell her that, you know, I know her, as most of you, my whole life. But I want to ask people who are not here today to join us. It's Aunt Bob, my brother Jack, Rennie, Ellen, and my mother. I miss them every day. And I know you do too. And we mustn't forget the legacies that they left for all of us. And the goodness and how we miss them, the people that they were. This is for you, Aunt Lou.
Oh, thank you.
And for you to remember all of us and for what this has all meant to us. And we're so glad you're here today for your 100th birthday. And thank you for doing this, Phil. You've done a wonderful job. Gave him a little bit of help, but this is a wonderful day. And how lucky we are to have Zoom in our lives. So good luck. Bye-bye.
Okay. Lovely.
All right, virtual hands. We got Eli up next.
All right. I mute myself. All right. Well, happy birthday, Bubby. Like so many of us, you've been in my life, my entire life. I can't imagine life without you. you know, I think Alyssa said it so well in terms of you making each one of us feel special. And you're going to hear this anecdote again, but I distinctly remember one Hanukkah, I accidentally opened somebody else's gift because it said from Bubby on it. And I thought, oh, well, it says Bubby on it. It must be for me because you're my Bubby. And it took me some time to figure out that, you know, probably hundreds of people think of you as their Bubby and love you just as much as I do. And I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that. But I love you, and I'm so happy to share this day with you, even virtually.
Oh, thank you, dear. Love you madly. All of you, I love you madly. You make life worth living.
Steve and Laura. Steve and Laura? Steve and Laura, I think you're muted.
Okay, I think now
There
you can.
go. You're good.
Okay, we're lighting a candle. Move it into the picture.
Yeah, before it blows out.
Okay, this is for the same family members that Dee had spoken about, and they would have loved this and would have loved being here and enjoyed this. What I wanted to talk about actually was how Aunt Lou, or Tante Lou as she prefers to be called, represents for my generation and for me the history of our family, going way back to their parents coming over from Europe, and thank heavens they did come over. They, you know, the pogroms in a sense had that positive effect of driving them to the United States, and how lucky we are and our generations are. And so what I really enjoy always hearing from Tante Lou.
What happened?
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said what you always enjoyed hearing, and then that was the end of that. We're waiting. We really want to know.
So the thing is that all of us hopefully have gotten Tante Lou to share her memories. She doesn't think of them sometimes as very significant, but she should realize that every one of those is like a pearl for us to know about our past and her past and the years that when she was young and she was a girl and growing up on St. Anne's Avenue and having to struggle because their dad wasn't there, and the impact that it had on her and my mother Frida and her sister Roberta and Aunt Millie, all of these. And we grew up in that world, and how it's affected my generation, and then now our children's generation and our grandchildren's. And the fact is that she represents this 100 years of memory, which is absolutely remarkable because it has just fanned out, you know, across the United States and to overseas, to Israel, and all in a sense coming up from that ancient history of the family, which was, while you're growing up, you don't really think is significant, but looking back is so important for the memories, for the sense of history that we are given. And that's one thing I have adored, listening to every one of her stories, even if she has not thought they were important. And Laura would like to say a few things
I
too.
just want to say some very quick things, which is, as small as you are in stature, and I'm sure your whole life you've had to endure, not always happily, comments about your small stature, that you may be small, but you are larger than life to this family and every member in it. So happy 100th birthday. We love you.
Thank you so much. My dear family.
Bob and Jean, will you go next?
Hi, Bubby.
We're gonna light a match.
Light a
We
match,
don't have
light a
it, so
match.
We're gonna try and light a
Light
match. We're gonna try and light a match. There we go.
Happy birthday.
Who are Bob and Jean? Tell us who Bob and Jean are.
Hi, we're Bob and Jean. We are friends of the family, particularly through Phil and Winnie, who we have known for 30 years, something like that. And we had the pleasure of meeting, we all live in New York City, and we've had the pleasure of getting to know Bubby over the years, being at her house in City Island and having the immense pleasure of being in your company. And we've grown to know much of your family. And I just kind of want to echo as a non-family member that I share sentiments, so many that have been expressed. Your ability to make each person that you interact with, you speak with, feel special and loved is incredible. It's a blessing. It's made a difference in my life to know you. I thank you for being the matriarch of your family and bringing your wonderful family into existence. I think your family is a blessing, starting what I know with you, but I know your parents also. But I love you and I love your family, and I'm so happy for you to have this really special birthday and to have you in our lives. And I'll turn it over to Bob.
Well, Jean pretty much said it all. But Bubby, I just remember, we've had so many special occasions at your house. You are so generous and so wonderful and such an incredible hostess. And so many Passovers until this past one, which obviously we couldn't do. And we did virtually, actually, with you and your family. But so many Passovers, so many birthdays that you've invited us to, and they've all been so special. We've got so many people here at this party. And as Jean said, your family, besides Phil and Winnie, all of your family members, just wonderful. And you're a beautiful person. And I just want to say happy birthday, a very special one.
Thank you.
Tremendous.
Okay, I'm so honored.
Of course. We're sorry we only had a match that burned out quickly.
Yeah, but you had a hell of a hat.
There you go. There you go.
Tom, you're up. Tom?
Is he muted?
Tom Hennessy, muted?
How's that?
That's good.
We can't hear him.
It's not saying anything.
So this candle is for Rennie. And I dearly love to be here today. She dearly loved her aunt and her family to a degree that I didn't really understand. When we first started dating, she explained to me that she wasn't raised in a typical family. She was raised as part of a clan where the cousins were like siblings and the aunts and uncles were almost parents. And I didn't really understand it until I got involved and they welcomed a goy. I appreciate that. So Aunt Lou, happy birthday.
Thank you, dear.
And many happy returns. We all love you.
Thank you, dear.
Warren. Warren.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear us?
Dog.
Yes, we've got everybody. So Aunt Lou, I was excited to come up to City Island to get another one of these to add to my collection, but unfortunately the coronavirus had other plans for us all. So happy birthday to you. We're all here thinking of you. Whoops, there we go. I'm personally thinking about your great Hanukkah parties that we used to have when we were kids and missing those. And looking forward to the next time we can all do that.
Well, I'm sure I have a few other things to give you, but we'll have to wait till another time.
We're making space for it in the office. Thank you. That's great. And we're lighting a candle. We're going to try not to burn down the family room here while we light your candle. We were going to do 100 candles, Aunt Lou, and then
I
ran
can't
out.
count to 100.
It's all right. One. This is just the first one. We'll have another one next year.
Okay.
The second.
Lovely seeing you.
Happy birthday. We love you.
Thank you. Keep well.
Love you.
All right, those are all the virtual hands that I can see. Is there anybody? Okay, Matt, you want to join in?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Happy birthday, Aunt Lou. I'm so happy that I was able to participate in this. Being in California, I don't get to see everyone. I wanted to also just say hi to the whole family. It's so nice to see everybody's faces, and I'm really happy to be able to be here today. I'll light a candle for my mom and my Bubby. Love you, Aunt Lou. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else who has an actual hand and not a virtual hand?
I'll go. This is Danny.
Hey, Danny.
So I'll echo what everybody else has said. Thank you for all the memories, Aunt Lou. It has been a wonderful 100 years getting to be with you and our family. My brother mentioned the Hanukkah parties as kids, one of my strongest memories. One of my favorite memories was when, due to some unfortunate circumstance, I think either you or Uncle Joe had lost your wedding ring, and you split your ring in half to share it with each other. And I thought that was a wonderful statement of love and how you were partners together and how you always saw that. And I always loved that story. And so I'm thinking of you and all those wonderful memories. Thank you.
Right.
Okay, I'm looking for any other non-virtual hand. Okay.
Hi.
Jerry.
Hi, this is Hiromi Wiener. I'm Gary's wife, and Gary has been a longtime friend with Phil, and through that connection, I get connected with Leona. When I was in New York City, she put me up at her house, and I was there in a few occasions, actually, not just one occasion, but like I forgot exactly how many years ago. It's probably close to 40 or maybe 35. And still, it's like yesterday, the moment we spent together with also Joe, that was just wonderful. And also Phil's brothers were there at one of the occasion that we all went out to the crab restaurant because you thought that would be a nice place to visit because my parents own the crab restaurant. So that was very thoughtful of you. And it was just a wonderful memories with you. And happy birthday.
I still remember them.
And we'll light the candle here.
There's another candle too. There we go.
Happy birthday. And many more years.
Yes, and I just wanted to say happy birthday to, I remember we met here in Boulder at Phil's house. It was a wonderful time. And I'm so happy that, you're around and smiling, and it makes us all happy. So wonderful birthday and many more.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Birthday.
Hiromi.
Corey.
Okay. There we go. All right. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Aunt Lou, happy birthday. We love you so much. Riley has her wonderful gifts here, as well as a couple of outfits for her American Girl dolls. So thank you. Wonderful memories of you and Uncle Joe growing up, the Spice and City Island, and just always being excited to go and see and be with everyone. We love you, and this is for everyone who cannot actually be with us today.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we love all of them. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Aunt Lou.
Thank you, dear. So touched.
Samantha. Samantha?
Yep, I'm here. Hey, Aunt Lou, happy birthday, happy 100. I'm very grateful for the family parties that I recall. I'm going to light a candle because I know my father really, really, really enjoyed being a part of the family. It's hard to speak right now, but I'm very, very grateful. And I'm glad to have met the other side of the twin. And I love you. Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
I just want to throw in that Riva organized this amazing drive-by on the actual birthday, and Samantha gets the award for coming the furthest to appreciate it, and took a bunch of great pictures.
I have some great video of all the honking and the cars, and maybe Preston, you can help me because it's too big. I can't send it in an email to Riva. So it was really very special to be there and sharing that. So grateful for that as well.
Great.
Happy birthday, Aunt Lou. 100.
Oh, it's been such fun.
Yes.
Thank you.
Brainerd and Dahlia. Brainerd and Dahlia?
I'm having difficulty
Okay,
with
there
this.
you go.
There you are.
Hi.
Hi.
So here's a candle. Well,
Okay, wait, let me go get some.
all right. Well, that one's not gonna work. 1 second. I just want to say that I want to thank you for including me in your family, and not you know. I just feel enormously grateful to have this family, and I want to include or invite my father and Ellen, which of course this wouldn't be. We wouldn't be here, and
We want to thank you for being the wonderful person that you are, and also being a wonderful Bobby to Shiva, since he has needed, and you've been wonderful to him. Thank you so much, Bobby.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Even if I don't see him.
You see him. I'll go get him now.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to make sure that everybody who wanted to say something, I'm seeing no more. Okay, Lisa.
Lisa?
Lisa Middens.
Oh, wow.
Alyssa's bud.
Yes. Where is she?
Wait, Lisa, start talking. I think you're muted.
Hi, Bubby. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So wonderful to see you. It's beautiful. And I met Alyssa in 1980 in college. We were both very wet behind the ears, and it's been so amazing to be welcomed into your family and to visit you in City Island. And I've been thinking about you so much during this pandemic, and it fills me with joy to see you looking so well and to see all the faces of these wonderful, loving people that some of whom I've gotten to know. And I wanted to this is my husband, Greg, and he had the honor of meeting Bubby and Ellen and Marvin, and I wanted to light a candle for Ellen and Marvin.
Oh, great.
And they would love to be part of this, and they are part of this. So thank you, Bubby, for sharing your beautiful booties and your incredible jewelry and brooches. And it's a blessing and an honor to know you.
And you. Come again.
Next year in person.
Happy
Yes.
birthday, Bobby.
Be safe.
Anybody else?
Wendy's not here today.
She might have to work. I'm not seeing any other real hands. I'm not seeing any other virtual hands. I think everyone has had their say. Is that possible in this family? Shocking. So Phil, you want to explain what's coming up next?